Hello, welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then please subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos. In front of us we have the Radio Shack 12-889. It's an analog, says right there, AM/FM weather band radio. Thing's awesome. I purchased this radio for a total of $15.40 used off of eBay, and you can buy them new off of Amazon for right now at the price of $39. It represents a pretty good value for a portable radio. So let's go over it. So dimension-wise, we have 10 inches wide, we have 8 inches high, and we have a depth of 2 inches, or excuse me, 2.5 inches. Yeah, it's pretty wide on the bottom. Comparison, this is, wow, pretty big radio. Gotta move my tripod as far as I can. The only thing I have handy, I have my GPX. Remember that one from the review? This wonderful cheapy $13. I think I saw it on Amazon for under $13, like $12 now. It's pretty cool. So if you're looking for an external speaker source, this is a good one. Throw that out there. Let's see. Okay. So the Radio Shack, so you got an idea for size. And then I think I have I've been keeping a little Altoids tin. Started doing this now for a little size comparison for those who like to prepare and they have little survival kits and that in their little Altoids tins. Gives you an idea for size. All right. So let's go over features of this radio. When I got this radio, I was a little upset. I mean, I spent $15. Everything looked pretty good. I was like, oh, nice. You know, I pulled it out of the box and then I grabbed the handle and my hand stuck to it. I know what that rubberized crap is, that gummy rubber stuff. So it was on the volume wheel, tuning knob, this switch here, and all along this here, up underneath, and on the back side. So apparently they had a rubberized coating on it, and so I was like, oh, how do you get this crap off? So I was looking at it, and I'm like, probably not a big deal. I had some Goo Gone laying around, and put a Goo Gone in a little paper towel, and it came off. And then here I used Q-tips, and I just put a little Goo Gone in a Q-tip, came right off, and now everything runs smooth. This knob will actually come off. You can pull it straight off. So yeah, so if you ever have a problem, if you have this radio, particular one, and you notice your knob's gumming up, your switch, or this part gets gummy, go ahead and just get some Goo Gone from Walmart or something and clean it up. It comes off like no big deal. Awesome. So yeah, $15. Pretty happy with this radio. So let's go over features. Let's see, picking this radio up here. It's got a good weight to it. It's balanced at the bottom with 4 batteries in it. We'll go over that in a second. See, left-hand side. Do we have anything on the left-hand side? No. But we have a really cool silver-black scheme. I like this. And I like this wrap-around metal bezel. Not bezel. Speaker grill. It's pretty neat. So looking on top there, we got that gray plastic carries over along there. Radio Shack. We have our tuning window. It's analog, baby. See, analog. So we have 88 to 108 on the FM scale. We have a weather band. Doesn't really have anything marked for the weather band. Then we have our AM scale, 530 to 1700 kilohertz. There's a band select switch, FM, AM weather, 3 position. Then we have the tuning knob right in the front, which is kind of odd. Here we have a little red light that comes on when you're in tune. Again, that metal speaker grill. Yeah, I'm inventing new words. Isn't that great? 3-inch speaker here. It's kind of a clear speaker. You can look in the vent holes and see it. It has a clear speaker cone and all that. That's kind of neat. Analog, AM, FM, WX radio. This radio was taken care of fairly well. A few scratches on the back, but in the front looks pretty decent. Nothing dented. Looks like screws that hold that speaker grill in place. Cool. Adds a little touch to it. Right hand side, we have a headphone jack. Headphones sound really good on FM. Great FM listening experience. It's FM mono, both ears, but it sounds really good. When you go to AM, if you guys like low, mellow bass tones on AM, you'll love it. If you don't like that, you're going to hate it. So I got a mixed feeling at some certain things I like listening to, especially music like that. But when it's like sports or talk, I don't like listening to muffled or low voices like that. So that's my opinion. But otherwise, great experience on FM. Okay on AM. Here is our volume on-off knob. Okay, cool. Top of the radio, we have the handle, built-in handle. It doesn't fold or anything. It's all part of the radio. We have an antenna. This antenna extends out to 16 inches. And the cool thing about this antenna, let me see if I can do it on camera, comes all the way up, and then it pops up and it has a little swivel. So you can swivel this antenna 360 degrees. That is really, really cool. So nice little feature to see on a radio. Real happy with that. All right, let's move to the back of this guy. All right, it's just a big radio. I'm going to lower this down a little bit. So you can see some of the wear, some scratches on the back. I don't know how they were using it, but you'd think it'd be on the bottom, not the back. But so here is our battery compartment. Open this up. And it looks like an unused cord. So there's 4 C batteries, takes to power it. There's 2 more over here. I actually kind of like this, especially if you're like using this for an emergency type of radio because of the weather band and all that. You have longevity with having 4 C batteries. You're gonna have a lot of runtime. I don't know what it is. I don't have the manual or anything with this radio, but I'm gonna guess it's pretty good. When I say pretty good, I'm guessing over 100 hours. I'm gonna say about 200 hours. It's a good estimation. Here we have an AC power cord. It's attached to the radio, so you won't lose it. And it goes in this little compartment here. And so you can run it off AC also, which is nice. I think it's the original bag that they supply it with. So I don't think it's been used on AC. So there we go. And then here on the back, you can see all the little markings. So we get that into focus. There you go. There's the number 12889. Sweet. And then caution, risk of electric shock. Do not open. Yeah, don't open it. Zap. Ah. Yeah, I guess they don't want the rookies opening up. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the radio some more. So before I turn it on, I like to talk about the radio's FM capability. On all my future videos now, I always talk about the FM instead of going through the band because it's YouTube has their policy with third-party music, and what happens is that if I tune it and I come on a song and I don't tune off the song quick enough, say within 3 to 5 seconds, I get with a copyright infringement or a monetization thing. So to avoid all that hassle, I just talk about the FM. So the FM selectivity on this radio is good. Sensitivity is very good. So what I mean when I tune this radio, especially down here, I don't know if you guys remember, this is my dead zone. And here when I tune it, I easily get 12 to 2 dozen stations. And sometimes the antenna can be retracted. I'm still getting those stations. So this is a very sensitive FM receiver. I was very impressed with it. So awesome if you want to listen to FM in an analog style too. There's no step tuning. It has a nice smooth analog sweep. And it works very well. So overall, one of the better analog FM radios I've ever reviewed. So put it right out there. I don't like tuning it so much, and we'll get into that when we do the AM scan, but because this knob's kind of goofy right in the front, but otherwise it's cool. Let's go ahead. We'll do a audio test, and we'll show what that does first. It's kind of fun. Turn this on. Okay, and then let's see if we get this going. And I'll run this audio test for about 2 to 3 minutes.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
right, there we go. You got a little taste of the YouTube Music Library. Yeah, so if you saw those on my little Sony here, it's kind of neat. This is how I give you guys that. Turn this back up. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, that's a way to show the audio capability of the radio without any worry about copyright issues, and it works out really good. So let's go ahead and put the antenna up, and we're going to go through the weather band and see what we can hear there. And I hope I don't hit too many things holding this. I'm just going to pivot this around. Okay, so we're going to try to get that weather band in the middle. There we go. Bottom of the band here. It's pretty stiff tuner. I noticed that when I'm trying to tune. For $15, you know, I'm pretty happy. You can find a station you like, plug it in the wall, and listen to it all day long, and don't worry about it. There's got to be a weather band here.
Toward daybreak. Wednesday, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Sunny. Waves 1 to 3 feet. Wednesday night, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots becoming south after midnight. Chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Waves 1 foot or less.
So it sounds like Channel 7 almost. Usually talk about waves on the lake.
15 knots in the afternoon. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms through the day. Waves 1 foot or less.
So that's what I get on there. It's more of a lake forecast.
Harbor to Michigan City, Indiana. Small craft. Advisory in effect until 4 a.m. Wednesday. Rest of tonight. Northeast winds 15 to 20 knots.
Okay.
East 10 to 15
Well,
knots toward daybreak.
I guess it's better than nothing.
Clear.
If there was an emergency,
Waves
I'm sure it would come through that channel too.
subsiding to 3 to 5
Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the AM band.
When you go to Omaha State.
And we'll go to the bottom of that. Put my antenna down, and we'll see what we can find on the AM band with this radio. I didn't really explore it at night yet, but during the day, I was listening to some ball games. Sounded pretty good. Listening to some talk radio. Sounded really nice. So pretty happy with that. It was getting those stations in pretty clear. So we'll go ahead and lower this down a little bit. Closer to the dial there, so you guys can see where I'm at. And then for time, I have my CC Pocket here. We're at 10:52 p.m. If I need to check something, I'll see if I do it real quick. We'll probably just do a quick scan. I can always do a better scan later if we need to. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Start tuning this.
Christian values with his great speeches. We got a better economy now. He stands up to bullies like Iran. He's armed the Ukrainians. Tax deal is great. Everything is going well. These are...
Now, if I remember right, the tuner's a little bit off.
credit card, you still have the mortgage.
Pretty interesting too, because
This might be 640 here, which is a Hispanic station. A little bit of WSM Nashville I can barely pick up. It's about 400 miles away.
it's going to be Nola Philadelphia. He's been about as good as can be. Nola is 7-2 with an earned run average of 2.18.
Local
He
670.
has given up 4 dingers this season. The big guy, 264, and just about
Really good
200 pounds.
audio.
or so.
Love the sound with the
And
sportscasters.
Quintana right now,
News talk.
according to what we have in front of us, is scheduled to pitch for the Cubs in this game tomorrow. Again, our number. Indoor weather station brought to you by American Weather Makers Heating and Cooling. 60 Minute Men. Call 855.
Sounds like 720.
HVAC. The third place tonight.
So you can tell it's not getting faint stations like 700 should be right back a little bit. Right in here. I can hear something, but
2 pizzas are gonna go. Let's go.
so selectivity on the AM is not as good as on the FM.
Special pizza dark chocolate in the fridge, but someone gets to it. In first place tonight, get another pizza. Let's go. Let's give it to Dave, who seems to be having a tough go of it with the
Now
party
Zoomer
Charlies.
would be this
I
way.
know. Remember, I told you I was going to be outvoted on this. I knew it.
I feel like Dave.
Here it is. So that's CFZM Zoomer radio out of Toronto, Ontario, about 460 miles. Detroit, sometimes we'll get it.
Bullying is an enormous problem today.
So this is 760 WJR, about 270 miles.
Being watching for some
To 1. White Sox split a doubleheader with the Twins.
780
in business.
WBBM,
They
Chicago.
now dropped to 19.
So WHAS, you'd think you'd get it, Louisville, Kentucky, but I'm actually getting the Toronto stations clear, so interesting. Here's 860. CJBC, Toronto. Right here should be 840.
And the Democrats get candidates. Or they get locked out because of the
So you get the idea. It's a radio that range about, seems like it's around 300 to maybe 500 max. Let's try one thing.
It's not going to be.
Try to find 860. I'm curious, I'm going to look this one up. Is it 870 or 880?
Money in 2026, 3 years earlier than projected, with Social Security to follow in 2034. Mac Richmond with the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare says he doesn't know what's behind the changes, but he does think payroll taxes
Cool.
could help.
So this is WWL, New Orleans. Okay, well, my words just got pushed past that limit of 500 miles. This is about, I think it's like, wow, this is pretty far. I'm trying to remember the distance. WWL is 865 miles. Okay, it's one of the big towers, but still cool. You can get it. This would be 880 if it was there.
Just one day. Goodbye.
I'm just going to kind of cruise up quickly through the band.
New York Giants general manager Dave Gettleman has been diagnosed. Clipboard to let them know down distance and the number of timeouts they have in the reservoir.
Should be 1,000.
More people need to know that. Eventually we're going to get that's going to be a chip implanted in people's heads.
We're close.
The score is tied. J.R. Smith, the score is
Facing a possible big.
It's not an incredibly intelligent bird, but it's not as
So that's 1,000.
Let's say an owl is, okay? An owl would be less intelligent than an eagle, but none of them are idiots.
Okay.
I mean, the
Yeah, it
owl
looks like
is
it's
really
right on.
dumb, and the eagle is really dumb. And if you don't want me to
If
call
you look at the way it's
idiots, that's
offset
fine.
and
But I
marked,
don't think most of the people
1,000 looks like that
listening
dot
right now know that,
equals
that's
1,000.
that what you're saying is as factual as something
800's
subjective
at that
can
dot,
be.
I'm guessing.
No, let me
900,
explain something to you,
yeah.
Dan.
Cool.
There's a difference. An idiot
Buy some the IRS without speaking to us first. In just 10 minutes.
For the start of Wednesday morning, we'll be in the mid and upper 60s for the afternoon with partly
Probably
cloudy
1100.
skies. In the Channel 3 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Betsy Kling.
Your next news at the bottom of the hour from the Cleveland Ford Lincoln Studios featuring the 2018 Lincoln MKX. I'm Ken Robinson on Cleveland's News Radio, WTAM 1100.
Cool.
His return following a scary injury. And
This is 1120 KMOX.
Yachty driving in
About 300 miles, 275 to be exact.
He finishes one for.
Witness making the explosive claim Manafort was trying to quote
1140 Richmond, sounds like.
First Lady Melania Trump will have her first public appearance since undergoing
Yeah, I can never go fast for these scans. I love doing them.
last month when she visits FEMA headquarters.
Sweet. So, WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
With the stock market at all-time highs, cash in growing seed.
Source speaks of who spreads the word, who spreads the truth. The seed is the word of God.
Probably 1160.
Those by the wayside.
Volcano fire, more than 190 people missing. The fashion world shocked by the death of designer Kate Spade.
1180
Her Manhattan apartment
is WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
on Jack Callahan. Fox News Radio. News Radio Wham 1180 weather. Brought to you by William Mattar.
Cool.
Parts in a car? Call William Mattar.
Deportivo en Compra sonó con el sello mundialista porque estamos a la vuelta de la esquina
Yeah,
de arranque
don't know.
Rusia.
Norman. Jim Kennedy, CBS News. Doors are being slammed in your face.
1210 WPHT, Philadelphia,
Buying a house.
700 miles.
Even getting a credit card. Also, this time of year, there are lots of fun. Number one to me is to take off.
Away from my father.
To get a second job. Good. Offensively, he doesn't fit. Help you on the other end of the floor. I think that's your biggest point in playing hood, right? Because you need some defense. Because our corners can't get a shot off against these guys. They tried to. The guys need to go to the court and stand to try to get this guy and knowing your vision.
Okay, so this is 1300. So I'm not sure this number, that should be there.
He took two pictures of guys.
To a future where our true reflection is only revealed.
Celebrate their Super Bowl win. We showed unrelated footage of
He knows that. They can't afford to have him out there that much longer, especially on the defensive end of the floor.
5%, then just under 35%, then just over 35%.
This sounds like 1540.
So clearly a nail biter. He got almost a 36% a while ago. So 35 is the magic number. Nag has it at the moment, but 20% of Iowa Republican votes
So that's where
have yet to
1540
be
is.
counted. As we look at
And music and goodness and living in love. 410-4036. You're taking the first.
Felizmente também agora em 2017 nós
1610 CHHA.
que foi quase todos os que receberem bolsas de estudos na gala.
I'm running out of travel here.
Portugal Day Parade. So outra vez este ano nós esperamos
1630. 1650. So, let me see if I can hear this, see where it tops out at. There you go. It does go to 1700. Sweet. Didn't think it was going to, but it did. All right, cool. Well, that was a long episode, but it was fun. I like doing the medium wave band scans. You guys can always fast forward through that if you guys don't care. I like doing it. So Todderbert does it because he likes it. So it's fun. So what do we think about the Radio Shack 12-889? Final thoughts. I picked this radio for $15. It has AC power. It can run off of 4 C batteries. Pretty cool. I mean, it's worth the $15 for sure. Is it worth $39? I don't know. There's a lot of good radios for $39. I mean, I can name just a few off the top of my head. The 506 Sony. It's a great radio. It's got a bigger speaker. It's got the step tuning, which is very accurate. It's super rocking on FM, super on the AM. So it definitely does well. This has definitely more style to it. I like the big built-in handle. I'm not a fan of this tuning on the front knob thing. I'm not a fan of the weather band on here because you only get pretty much one station, and it's not my normal one. It's like tuned to like channel 7 for some reason. Very, very odd. Headphone is nice on this. I do like that. Let's see what else about this radio. So yeah, $39 brand new. I would say get it if you kind of want to collect Radio Shack radios before they're gone, before Radio Shack disappears for good, because it's inevitable unless they can reinvent themselves. I hope they can. I really do, but I don't think we're going to see stores anymore in our towns. But maybe there'll be a good online presence for them. Who knows? That'd be great. So for a used radio, if you can find this on eBay for, say, 20-ish, I've seen a lot of these used on eBay. So, I got mine for $15. I'm sure if you hunt around, you get a good deal. It's worth it all day long. At $39, I'll put a link. You probably should check out the Amazon for the 506, Sony 506. Also check out the Panasonic 2400D because it has AC power also. I'm thinking of radios that have battery power and AC. The big bonus of this radio, though, is it kind of blends AC and high capacity batteries. So this one does do it a little differently by allowing you to have those 4 C batteries for longevity, for use, extended use without power. That is a big bonus with this radio. And of course, it has cool looks. So yes, gets a buy from me at around $20 used, and at $39, it's kind of a maybe. You use your judgment on that one. Alrighty, guys. If you liked the video, big thumbs up for the Radio Shack radio. It's awesome. Big applause. Yay! Golf clap or mini clap or whatever kind of clap that was without hitting my camera. That's pretty funny. Subscribe if you're new. If you love portable radios, you love listening to them, you love enjoying collecting them, run around the neighborhood with them. Hit the little bell icon so you know my new videos come out every evening and you're prepared to watch them. You know it. And then comment below what you think about the Radio Shack 12-889 portable analog AM FM weather band radio. Sweet. Maybe one of the last ones we see from Radio Shack. I hope not. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.